Welcome to Communication Hill, one of San Jose's most recognizable and elevated neighborhoods. Today I'm taking you on a quick driving tour of this unique hillside community that's equal parts scenic and surprisingly accessible. As we head up into the neighborhood, you'll start to notice what makes this place so special. The elevation gives you commanding views of Silicon Valley, sweeping panoramas that stretch from the East Foothills across downtown San Jose, all the way out to the Santa Cruz Mountains. On a clear day, you can see for miles. It's not unusual to catch residents enjoying morning coffee from a terrace or a sunset from their rooftop deck. There's something grounding and even a little magical about watching the valley from up here. The homes here are a mix of Mediterranean-inspired townhomes, colorful contemporary condos, and modern multi-level residences. Some were built in the early 2000s when the area first took shape, while others are part of a more recent wave of development. The designs range from classic stucco with tile roofs to more angular urban-style builds with large windows and sleek lines. It's a blend of character and freshness that appeals to a lot of buyers. Even though you're perched above the city, Communication Hill doesn't feel isolated. It's actually one of the more walkable residential communities in San Jose. There are wide sidewalks, pedestrian promenades, landscape stairs, and pathways, all designed with people in mind, not just cars. The neighborhood was master planned with open space and connectivity at its core. One of the most iconic features up here is a dramatic staircase that locals use for workouts, dog walks, and evening strolls. It's the kind of community centerpiece that brings people together, both literally and socially. You'll often see neighbors chatting on their way up or down or pausing to take in the views from one of the landings. This area also has its fair share of hidden gems, pocket parks, benches with lookout points, and walking paths that wind behind the homes. It's easy to get in your steps for the day without ever leaving the neighborhood. Now, one thing people are often surprised by is how convenient this location really is. Despite its hilltop perch, you're only minutes from downtown Willow Glen, major commuting corridors, the airport, and some of the largest tech employers in the valley. It feels like an escape, but without the isolation or the long drive home. Another thing worth mentioning, the sense of community here is strong. There's an active neighborhood association, seasonal events, light displays, and even organized outdoor fitness classes. It's a lively, engaged environment, especially for folks who like a little more interaction with their neighbors. Parking can get a bit tight depending on the time of day, especially with guests, but most homes have their own garages, and the neighborhood was thoughtfully designed with this in mind. If you're an outdoor enthusiast, you'll appreciate the access to trails and open space nearby. Residents love being able to go for a jog or walk right from their front door without needing to drive somewhere first. And there are future plans to expand those trail connections even further. So who lives here? A real mix. Young professionals, tech industry folks, couples starting families, and even downsizers who are drawn to the lifestyle and the views. The homes are low maintenance, the vibe is social, and the setting is just elevated enough, both literally and figuratively. Whether you're looking for an inspiring place to call home, a scenic daily walk, or a stylish lock and leave setup near everything Silicon Valley has to offer, Communication Hill checks a lot of boxes. And once you've experienced the views for yourself, it's easy to see why this neighborhood has such loyal fans. Thanks for taking the drive with me. If you have questions about what it's like to live here, I'm always happy to chat.